Thank you for joining me today, especially the last talk of the day, just before the drinks. We'll get there. I'm Claire, a product manager on the Atlassian Data Lake, and I'm happy to see you here today. I will talk about how at Atlassian, we're empowering enterprise-grade customers to access their data with the Delta Sharing protocol. But to understand that, first, we need to understand how Atlassian Analytics provide insights. Then we'll see how Atlassian Intelligence come into play to support every customer. And finally, the role of data share and Databricks Delta Sharing for our enterprise customers. At Atlassian, and you may already have seen this, our mission is to help unleash the potential of every team. In the analytics team, we believe data and insights can help us achieve this. That the data customers put in our cloud products belong to them. And we need to help them easily leverage this data to gain full visibility of their team so they can continue to unleash their potential. This is as important as ever, as teams and businesses continue to scale distributed work or even hybrid model. They are generating more data, tooling systems are becoming more interconnected and multiplying, and the relationship between their data are becoming more complex and more interconnected. As a result, extracting this data and insights and making sense of them become even more challenging. This is what we like to refer as the data dilemma. Historically, unlocking those insights and those data has been pretty hard. For example, if a customer is looking to understand what's the biggest blocker of their team, productivity, for example, they make a request to the data team who has to wrangle the data. They might ask questions on how do we want to measure it, what is even productivity for this team, and to get there in time, they might need extra resources. These are all the hoops that they have to go through to get the data before even getting insights on them. And then they might need resource to build connection to APIs, maintain and monitor new data pipeline if they want this data regularly. You need to model the data, you ensure the data quality, and so on. As a result, 40% of the time is usually spent just moving, preparing, or cleaning the data to make it ready for analysis. And in this economic environment, companies need to move faster. Company needs analytics-ready data. And this is why we created Atlassian Analytics. We believe customers should be empowered to use and get data in one place. Atlassian Analytics offers flexible ways to visualize data across Atlassian products and other data sources to understand how work is getting done across all your teams. Atlassian Analytics can accelerate time to insight into your teamwork and what matters to your organization. And to help everyone, technical and non-technical users, we extended Atlassian Intelligence and AI to this product. As you can see here, customer can ask questions in natural language. Our AI will transform this data into SQL and then generate chart from prompt. Therefore, they don't need to understand our data model to get value from this data, and they can start straight away to be a user. And we're not only using AI and Atlassian Intelligence to help with visualization. We also want to help customers better understand and interpret the data that is shown to them in the chart or in the table. Like this, they can understand instantly what's happening and potentially understand trends or anomalies. Here, it shows an increase in created requests. So especially the time to look into maybe act on it before it becomes too much in your backlog. Atlassian Analytics come with a host of dashboards and charts templates that support a wide range of analytics products. Okay, now let's look at what's powering this. At the core of Atlassian Analytics is the data lake, powered by Databricks Data Intelligence platform that use a lakehouse architecture. It underlies all queries, charts, and dashboards. The data lake is continuously updated with Atlassian data from our different products, along with data from third-party tools like GitHub, Jenkins, and others. All this data is pre-modeled in our lake and ready to be queried. We also understand that you need to blend this data with your own data source from other tools to get additional insights. And you can have them available in Atlassian Analytics and use the same AI component that we've seen before. However, you may still want to use your Atlassian data outside for more complex analysis or for blending data with HR, CRM, payroll that you may not be able to bring into Atlassian Analytics. Or you want to use this data for other processes internally, like getting Jira information to raise invoices, for example. Additionally, our customer coming from data center who are used to have full access to the data won't fairly to have to maintain the same access. And if we take the example of a customer who wants to do their C-level reporting monthly, how are they going to achieve that? So currently, if a customer has to do this, they have to go through APIs. And when you're an enterprise scale customer, you have large data sets. So you may experience rate limits and therefore difficulties to extract your data in one go. Also, you may have multiple sites on Atlassian, or you may use multiple products. So you may need multiple APIs to gather the data from all different tools. This ends up being a slow process and long for you and for them to extract the data. So we looked at how we could provide a direct connection for a customer directly into the data lake. First, we tried with JDBC. However, we believed this was not secure enough. So what did we do? And this is why we added data shares, powered by Databricks Delta Sharing protocol to read and export data directly from the Atlassian data lake. For a customer, Data Share offers one-stop shop to get all of your Atlassian data. To query, to download, it's there for you. Thanks to Delta Sharing, with a variety of connectors, customer can connect to BI tools like Power BI and Tableau. They can also use programming language like Spark and Python. And with all of those connectors, some of them allow direct reading from the lake, so you don't need to have your own data pipeline to maintain. Lastly, the data is also pre-modeled for you. So no need to spend that much time looking at transformation of the data. It's already pre-modeled. Next, I'll run through a quick demo for you to understand how we've done it. And if you are a current user of Databricks and Delta Sharing, you will firstly notice that it's embedded in Atlassian Analytics. We wanted absolutely to have all of this in our tool for our user to access this seamlessly. So the customer will have to go through the data share, and here they will see the list of their current shares. They can create a new one, name it, and here they can also select the list of products and the list of sites they want to have in their shares. In the back, our process will select exactly the table you want and the partition you want on our lake. Then, like in Databricks, you will be able to create your credentials. So for example, this is a connection for the lake, for the data warehouse. So we are going to create those credentials for the data warehouse. And similarly, you can create multiple. Here, we can download the credential files to be able to use them later in our integrations. From this page, customers are also able to revoke credentials, so they really have the power to create those connections and to delete them whenever they want. We also added a data selection tab for admin to understand what is available in this data share connection. They can also edit it to add new products or to add new sites as they grow. And lastly, we added an activity tab. This activity tab will tell you what's happening on your shares. So which credential have been created, which one has been revoked, and so on. So on top of the benefits that we've seen for our customer, we decided to use Databricks Delta Sharing protocol because there are also benefits for us. It allows us to have an enterprise-grade feature which scale with our customer. Whenever it's on the technology they use, with a list of connectors that is growing on the Delta Sharing protocol, as well as the data is growing, because they can extract this data in seconds. It is also a cost-effective solution, as we are reusing the underlying data that we've got in the lake file. We are reusing our model. We're already maintaining those models for Atlassian Analytics, so it's not that much more for us to provide this feature. Lastly, and the best for our customer, it doesn't impact our product performances. Like this, currently if you are using Jira API, it might impact your Jira performances, but now it's not the case thanks to Delta Sharing. So next time you want data from Atlassian, I will encourage you to use the Delta Sharing protocol and to use our data share feature. So what's next for data share? We just started the journey and we are planning to continue on investing on data share. We want to bring more data for our customer, and we also want enhancement on enterprise capability, like adding more detail on the data share activity to better respond to enterprise-grade customers. So if I go back on what we've seen today, we've seen how enterprise-grade customer can use Atlassian Analytics to get enterprise and holistic insights on Atlassian data and also on their other data. They can also use Atlassian Intelligence to empower everyone in their team to access data and insights. And finally, how they can leverage data share and Databricks Delta Sharing protocol to connect the Atlassian data in their ecosystem. It can be on how to scale agile team or manage IT service blocker and more. It's about how you decide to use this new power. Thank you. It's been great to share with you today. If you have any question, I can take them now or just after. I will stay around. Don't hesitate. That's it. Thank you.